All right, check this out. You guys are back on the Hater World and on Blue Devil. What we have going on today is a video of King Yella going back and forth with 600 Breezy. If you guys don't know, King Yella wanted to squash the beef, and 600 said, nope, not today, not ever. But check this out. Before we press play on this video, if you guys are new to the Hater World, make sure you go over, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, run up the comments, run up the likes. You guys already know what time it is. Other than that, we got a few videos that dropped on Blue Devil Reactions, 3 to be exact. We also got some new videos on Rumble. And we updating our Spotify and Apple Music today. So if you guys don't follow or subscribe, go over, and do what it do. Also, I put a playlist on the Hater World main page for Blue Devil Reactions. And one more big announcement. Right now, after we done with this video, I'm going to upload Southside Story. The story from yesterday, I'm going to finish it off and I'm going to upload it. Now, I'm not sure on what page it'll be, so you probably going to have to be subscribed to all of them to figure out when it drops, but it will drop tonight. But, back to this video. King Yella wants to be a better man. He wants peace in the world, and 600 Breezy is still on demon time. So let's go ahead and press play on this video and get you guys a Southsider's reaction. Let's go.
You not rocking with your boy King Yella against all odds. Everything I do, everything I say from my heart.
Hey, yo. So, I extended my hand to 600 Breezy. He laughed at me. I just be wondering when men gonna be grown men. Like, at the end of the day, bro, like, we had our back and forth, our differences on the internet, but we ain't never really had no smoke. Not my real enemy like that. Truth be told.
Hold on. Damn, goddamn. Listen, he said, when are fools gonna be men? You know what a wise man once told me? Just because you no longer bang, or you no longer are with the bullshit, or you moved on to build a family, or you now have a job and doing the right thing in life, doesn't mean your enemy feels the same way. And he wasn't talking to me. He was speaking in general, which what that means is this. Just because King Yella now is a father, is blowing up on YouTube and sees the potential to make money, no longer gangbanging, right? Just because he's on a positive note, don't mean that 600 is in the same boat. You feel me? Let's go.
I never did nothing to you. Yeah, like I said, vice versa. But I find it very crazy when somebody extend their hand as a man, respectfully, you know what I'm saying, trying to change the world to do something different. It starts with ourselves.
He said that him and 600 Breezy never really had smoke. No, but your homies and his homies have. Right? And he said, I find it weird how you extend your arm and, they laugh at you. I hate to give you guys stories because half the cocksuckers watching somehow think that I was never young, right? I'll put it to you like this. One of my worst enemies one time came to my house. I was at the store. This fool came to my pad. My mom called me and said, hey, this fool's outside your house, and he's over here with his people. I pulled up. My boy was right there. My homeboy was with me, and then there was another homeboy that I called before I got to the pad, like, hey, pull up, And it's funny because I still remember my homeboy had one of those big-ass machetes with him, and he's just slapping it on the floor or whatever the fuck, little sparks are flying. And then the guy walks up to me, my enemy walks up to me and says he don't want beef with me, right? That he's done. And he extended his arm. I slapped the shit out of his arm. I slapped the fuck out of his arm and said, my boy, get the fuck out of here. You on the wrong block. Believe it or not, I don't give a fuck. He was gone, right? Couple days later, they were back at it again. And the reason I slapped his hand is because previously to that, he had already spoke to me and said, hey, I just want to work. I don't want no problems. I just want to make money. Let's let it go. And I would give him the benefit of the doubt, and we will let it go. And a couple of days later, his little homies will pass by, throw up gang signs, and bounce. So I'm thinking, you want a peace treaty, but you letting your homies do this? And he was the one in charge of his little homies, right? And what I mean by he just wanted to work, we were making a lot of money in this neighborhood. A lot of money. So the gang beef was fucking a lot of things up. And now that I think about it, if we didn't beef like we did, hard, we probably would have been millionaires by now. But the gangs just won't let that happen. But that's what this is on. The same shit. 600 Breezy slapped King Yella's hand and said, get the fuck out of here with your fairy tales.
That I get laughed at like I'm some laughing stock or I'm some goofy, but you know, I'm working on myself because y'all know the regular King Yella that y'all be saying I'm flipping or whatever, I don't stick to it. I would have responded back talking crazy. But obviously, Breezo's still fighting demons himself, or he's still on a path where he learning himself or finding himself, whatever's going on, you know what I'm saying?
Some things are better left alone, homie. There's too much smoke there from the past, fire, whatever you want to call it. Some things are better left alone. Like, listen, you guys don't have to beef, but you don't have to talk, And that's how you feel. How do your homies feel? You go and do some shit like this and try to start a peace treaty, and then your homeboys are looking at you like you's a bitch, homie. Like, we don't even get along, or they smoke this guy, they smoke that guy, and you over there fucking holding nuts. Fuck out of here. Now you're banned from the hood. So some things are better left alone. Or talk to the homies, talk to the big homies, talk to the dogs. Hey, what do you guys think? This is what I'm thinking. But you looking soft, bro, because you extended your arm. That fool slapped your arm and said, get the fuck out of here. And now you're on the internet crying about you a bigger man.
Maybe one day he'll grow up and be like, you right, man. You know what I'm saying? Yella, even though it ain't nothing, but it's something. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it start with ourselves. It's something major to see a GD, a BD, a nigga from this side and a nigga from that side be able to talk. I ain't said we gotta come sit down on the couch together and chop it up. We could have been on live. We could have been on FaceTime. It could have.
There already is, though. I guarantee you there's OGs from the GD and OGs from the BD that talk all the time. I guarantee you, bro. Listen, I have a homie from the hood, right? And I remember when we were young, he's always been older than me, right? He's been a nut since day one. He used to tell me, like, I could walk through anybody's hood. Well, I don't want to say anybody's, but we were walking through a hood, right, that we shouldn't have been walking through. And he goes, I could walk through this hood and nobody will do nothing to me. And we were in the wrong side of town. And the reason what he meant behind that was that he got respect by his enemies because when he goes to prison, he knows a bunch of them. And that guy's a pintero all day, every day, right? So basically, I was walking and I was like, and he was like, nah, don't worry. I know all these fools OGs, they fuck with me and I fuck with them. So I could walk all through here and they're not going to say nothing, And that's when I figured that there's certain people, certain homies that can do things like that because they've been places, they know people, they do dealings behind closed doors. Like they know the right people, But that's what it is, bro. I guarantee you there's BDs and GDs that talk. OGs, though, not youngsters. I don't see youngsters talking.
Something. Just because at the end of the day, gang, listen, the problem is this. The problem is there's no real communication. Maybe a lot of the violence, a lot of the stuff would stop or wouldn't have been made it this far if niggas had an understanding to why is this thing
they don't care
even going. Half of the niggas that's in tour with niggas and
don't even know why.
Don't even know the reason.
Facts.
Like Breezy Ben said, he saw Drake and Chirac on the plane. I ain't in tour with y'all skeezy world niggas. I ain't in tour with. We know that. You know what I'm saying? But it's politics. You fucked with this crowd, I fuck with that crowd. That's why it looked like that. You know what I'm saying? Then we had the stuff with the Charleston White, you know what I'm saying? The back and forth, the boxing, whatever. Okay, if we see that niggas was never, I was willing to do a positive, a real box like they was just doing right now. You know, in the gloves, you know, and sit down and get it together, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, get it off our chest. But if you ain't do that, I was willing to just say, fuck it, sweep it under the rug because it really was nothing. It's back and forth with words. Sticks and stones might break my bones, but words will never hurt. They told us that as a child, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, I was just extending my hand. Breezy, you know what I'm saying?
What he should have done was call him first or get a hold of him first off the internet and be like, hey, my boy, check this out. I think we need to put an end to this. You know, I wanted to do it online, but I hit you respectfully first. What do you think? You think we should, you know, not come together like, you know, best friends, but squash the beef and maybe announce it on the internet so that way other little homies can see it and maybe fuck with it? You know, I would have done that first, and he would have said, "Nah, I'm not with it." I would have been like, "Cool, fuck it. It is what it is. Done deal." Never say shit on the internet. But if you ran to the internet first, and Breezy's looking at it, and his homies are around him, like, look at that fucking clown. Come on, bro. Like, you shot yourself in the foot.
Let's be men, you know what I'm saying? Grown man on some fly shit. Let's do it for the youth. Let's change the world. Let's just set an example. You know what I'm saying? Dare to be different. Let's do something other people haven't saw. And I look, I'm on the internet, say cheese. Niggas go under there and laugh. Like, what was funny? You take me as a joke? I mean, I been saw the video where you saying, Yella don't, I'm serious. If you willing to, I'm serious, gang. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. We grown men. Niggas ain't gotta keep holding on to grudges or holding on to dead weight that ain't there.
You know why you're saying that? Because you're getting old, bro. When motherfuckers get old, they start thinking about life. You know, I'll put it to you like this. I saw my homeboy. He probably watching. My boy Scraps from NSP. I love that motherfucker, bro. I seen him last week for the first time in a long time. I thought I'd never see him again. You know, I thought I'd never see him again, bro. And randomly, I seen him in the supermarket that I wasn't even supposed to be at. You know, never do I go to that market. I haven't been to that market in 10 years probably. And I randomly walked in there. And I seen him. Bro, I gave that motherfucker a hug and I was happy as fuck. 'Cause for one, I never thought I'd see him again. The younger me wouldn't have gave a fuck. It is what it is. But because we're getting older, you sort of wanna, how can I say this? You sort of value people that mean something to you. You know, a lot of homies come and go, you know, and throughout the years you're gonna have homies that whatever. But as you get older, you start realizing like, damn, this fool really like my brother, that fool like my cousin, this guy who gives a fuck, whatever. And you try to hold on to people that mean something, bro, because you know you're getting old. Motherfucker, you hit 40, 50 and you didn't lost all your homies, shit, you gonna be by yourself. You know, and I'm sure that's how this motherfucker feels. Like, now I'm getting old. I'm still beefing with this guy for no reason. You know, I can be somewhere where he sees me and all of a sudden he's going to pop me or whatever over what? It ain't even worth it. I'd rather be able to, you know, be free and walk around, not have to worry about nobody. You know, but again, the youngsters don't feel that way. Only the old heads. But check it out. I don't know what else he says. He probably going into some other, you know, sorrow, you know, life experience bullshit. So we're going to kill that right there. But shout out to King Yella for, you know, changing his ways, realizing that beef is not everything. But again, you know, I think that he should have called 600 behind closed doors and had a talk with him first before he came or made it public. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment box. Other than that, listen, Southside Story video will be up tonight. Worst case scenario, it'll be up tomorrow. Other than that, I'm Blue Devil. This has been a TheHaterWorld production, and we out.